Alright there, everyone. How's it going? So, today we are here doing the podcast, obviously. So, first things first. Aggro! Aaron! This is the segment where me and whoever else is on the podcast, if they choose to do so, talk about something that annoys us, a pet peeve or something. So, I've got one. People who you know are like, and they're just totally blank you. It's sort of like they're embarrassed of you, you know. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, I'll tell you something annoying. When I was at college, right, this teacher, you'd be having a normal. He did this to quite a few people. You'd be having a normal conversation with him, and then he'd just blank you at the end. Really weird. So I'd be talking to him just about stuff and all that. And then if you agree with him, you go, oh yeah, mate, you know, that's true, isn't it? Then he just totally blank you. He wouldn't say yeah or yeah, it is. He'd just totally blank you. And with other stuff, he wouldn't even acknowledge you or say, all right, mate. You know, it's just weird. There's this other person who I hadn't seen for ages, and I nodded my head to. I said, all right, mate, and they just totally blank me, like they're embarrassed about me. And it's just like, what's your problem? What's your problem? I thought we were cool. What the hell's your problem? So the main thing that annoys me, and I've got one more by the way. I just wanted to bring it up, right? Do you agree with my first one? Do you agree that that's a bit annoying, or
I do, yeah.
have you met many people like that who just totally blank you for no reason?
Yeah, I think I might have done it myself by accident.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's another situation. Years ago, before my knuckle injury, and when I was doing Thai boxing, I was saying to this person, "Oh yeah, 200, UFC 200 was all right, wasn't it?" And they just totally blanked me. Like we was talking about something, then they just totally blanked me. And it's like,
That's
what?
weird.
It's just so bizarre. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. But yeah, one more thing that I wanted to talk about. I mean, that annoys me. You know, it's people who like they have no sympathy for anyone else in any way, shape, or form, but their struggle's the worst thing ever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, they if you tell them about anyone else's struggle, they're like, oh, I've had it 10 times harder, I've had it 10 times harder. It's even like if you say to someone, oh, I'm feeling really ill, I've had this, and this, and this. People are like, oh, I've had something 10 times worse. They're the sort of people who always want to one up people all the time. And I don't mind them one upping people sometimes. But when it's every single subject, about every single subject and topic and every single thing there one step ahead or one step worse or one step better, it makes you think like, what the hell, just really,
yeah,
really bizarre, to be honest. I just don't understand those sort of people who have absolutely no sympathy for anyone else apart from themselves, and they always try and one up people and always say, oh, I've had it worse, so I'm better at this, oh, blah blah blah. Ridiculous. um
well, one that bothers me is when people play music on buses and trains
oh
or
yes,
headphones.
that is one of the best ones that you could have come up with, man. It is so irritating. Like, obviously, headphones, absolutely fine, but getting one of them stereos and, like, blasting music, and most of the time it's absolute crap music. Boom,
It's
boom, boom.
normally
It's
really
just
bad
like
music,
boom,
isn't it?
boom, 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 boom. All the bloody time. It's either like electronic music or dubstep music or techno or grime or whatever. It's all just rubbish. I mean, obviously grime's rapping, sort of like rapping,
Yeah,
but
in
it's
normally rap, isn't
usually
it?
either electric music like dubstep music or whatever. Music with just loads of computerized noises, no authenticity to it, or just loads of gibberish rapping. Like really quick, not even good rap from years ago, like rubbish nonsense rap that you can't even understand.
Yeah,
Where they're just talking too fast, and it's like old rap was so much better, man. But it's each to their own. Obviously, if you love that sort of music, more power to you. But don't play it out loud on a bus. What the bloody hell's the matter with you? People don't want to listen to your music. No offence. Some people might, but I guarantee that most of the seniors on the bus don't want to listen to it.
I probably don't.
And what time did they usually do this, George? Is this on the way to your work or
Any time of the day.
any time? That's really weird. You'd think these people would be having jobs to go to be honest, because if they're if like, say, imagine like, because you get on the bus, don't you? Like 6:30 in the morning, don't you?
Yeah.
Or so you get on at 6:30, and then you just got these people just blasting music. That'd be mental. Like, don't they have anything better to do that early?
They probably don't.
Mad. Maybe it just psychs them up, but I don't. If you're one of these people who plays music on a bus, I'm actually interested. Why do you do it? What's the point? Are you trying to make an impression? Are you trying to assert dominance or something? What is the actual point? Please put it in the comments because I'm intrigued. So you haven't got anything else that annoys you then?
I can't think of another one now.
Fair enough. So, next thing we'll move on to is the news. George has got one news story. I've got no news for today.
Well, you might not know what Big Finish is, but Big Finish is a audio website who do lots of different audio stories, but they're mostly known for Doctor Who.
Okay.
And they have announced 2 Big Finish audios, which will expand over books, audio, TV, magazines, all that.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is going to be Time Lord Victorious, which has the heads of Dr. Paul McGann, the ninth Dr. Christopher Eccleston, and the 10th Dr. David Tennant, and Billy Piper as well as Rose. So
they'll all be reading the audiobooks?
Yeah, we're part of the story.
Oh, that's cool. How did they convince Christopher Eccleston to come and do this then? Is it because it didn't have the BBC involved?
Yeah, I think so, because like, when we get onto the next story, one of the masters are still working with the BBC, so he can't be a part of this other one.
Does Eccleston do a lot of Doctor Who related stuff outside of the BBC's range?
Not really. This is something big that he's not done in years.
Oh, that's cool. Because usually, Eccleston, as I say, usually doesn't like a lot of Doctor Who's, a lot of the Doctors, they try and cling on to the role, don't they? And I know that's probably Eccleston's biggest role, but it's good how he's not just going back to this and living in the past. As much as it's tempting to, because let's face it, he hasn't really been in loads and loads of other films since Doctor. I mean, what has he even been in? He was in Thor: Dark World. He was the bad guy in 28 Days Later. He was in Legend. That's it really. And obviously Doctor Who, he was quite big in. He brought it back to the screen, didn't he? So
he did, yeah.
What's the other piece of news then?
It's another Big Finish audio called Masterful.
Oh, and they got the masters to do it then?
Every single master that has been in the show is going to be a part of this, except for the newest incarnation.
How often do the masters... who's the newest master then?
Sacha Dhawan.
Who?
Sacha Dhawan.
Is she any good?
He is quite good, yeah.
Oh, he?
He.
Sacha?
Sacha, yeah.
Well, how often do the masters come back then?
Not very frequently, but they do pop up.
Yeah.
But every single one of them is going to be in this.
Mhm. Sorry, I didn't realise it's Sacha. I thought you kept saying Sasha. Sorry.
Well, I think it is, isn't it?
It says Sacha, but maybe it's pronounced Sasha. I don't know, but it sounds like Sacha to me. Doesn't matter anyway. I just thought I thought you said Sasha because it sounded like because they've got a woman doctor. You think they'd get a woman master maybe. I don't know.
Well, I had a woman master with Capaldi's doctor.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Was she good?
She was good, yeah.
That's alright then. So is that the last bit of news then?
Yes, I think it is.
Alright then, so today we will we're going to talk. I'm going to ask George loads and loads of questions about Doctor Who, basically, because he's just, he's quite a big fan of Doctor Who. He's followed it for years and years and years, and I remember you said to me you wanted it to last like 100 years or something ridiculous, even if it's not very good. So,
well, it's nearly 6 years now.
Yeah. So anyway, first question then. Why do you love Doctor Who so much, and why does it mean so much to you?
Well, I grew up with it.
Mhm.
And I've got basically everything to do with it.
Any other reasons?
The amount of history with it as well. Like,
Yeah.
you got nearly 60 years of history to go through.
Fair enough. So
I think that at most I'll be in for about 15 years of that.
Mhm. So what's your favourite part of the show and why? Like specific things they do that you enjoy.
I like it when the Doctor takes control of a situation.
Mhm.
Like, I just can't think of one that you might have seen, because you're in series 3 now, aren't you?
Well, sometimes situations, I've finished series 3, but sometimes situations are out of control, aren't they? Like when those time parasites killed Eccleston and he just did it as a distraction.
Yeah.
Or when the Master sort of beat the Doctor. Well, he did beat the Doctor in one of the episodes. Well, 2 of the episodes, technically. And then Martha outran the clock. And I love how Martha technically defeated the Master. She distracted him.
Yeah, that is good.
She distracted him, and then the whole world chanted, "Doctor, Doctor, Doctor." The only thing I was annoyed about in the finale is that Captain Jack didn't really get much dialogue. He didn't talk that much in it. Kind of a shame until the end.
I forget about that, actually.
Bit of a shame, but hey ho. But yeah, what other times does he take control of a situation? He just always, like, whenever anyone else is panicking or stood still, he sort of like, he switches on and he just thinks of something. But usually the plan is, run! Run! That's usually...
Yeah, but, before you watch this next episode, which will be Voyager of the Damned, where you will see him take control,
Mhm.
You got a little, like, 5-minute special to watch called Time Crash.
Oh, okay.
And that's good.
A 5-minute special?
Yeah. I don't know if it is 5 minutes. It might be a bit longer than that. But it's quite good.
Okay.
And
It's on iPlayer then, isn't it? If I can't get it on Netflix.
it should be on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Hang on.
who's your favourite Doctor and why?
Tennant.
What about him makes him your favourite?
He's just so good at being the Doctor, and just watching his first story, you can see he is the Doctor.
Yeah. To be fair, he did breathe a lot of life into the character. Like, Eccleston was... I personally really enjoyed Eccleston as the Doctor. But, like, he brought the Doctor back onto the screen. But David Tennant really breathed life into the character and really made you, like, feel for him.
Yeah.
You sort of felt for Eccleston a bit, because it felt like he was suffering from flashbacks from the Time War,
Yeah, well, I thought that was good how they did that.
So did there used to be loads of Time Lords in the old Doctor Who then?
Yeah.
And all of them died then?
Yeah, like, at the Master, at the Rani, the Meddling Monk.
Mhm.
And then you had, like, the Time Lord got Society as well.
What? So, do you ever find out what the Doctor did to destroy everything apart from himself and the Master?
Yep, you do.
Oh, how long do I
And
have to
you'll
wait?
find out in about 4 series.
Oh, 4 series. Bloody hell. So I'll find out in
It's
series.
anniversary.
Oh, in the anniversary. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Is that one of the best episodes?
It is the best episode, I think.
The best episode ever, really. Better than like Blink and Empty Child and Dalek
Yes.
and Dr. Dances and all that.
Yeah.
Better than Doomsday and everything. And
Yeah, it's the best one made.
what's so good about it? Or we'll have to watch it to fight. Is it hard
Just
to?
watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you.
All right then. Anyway. Who's your favourite companion and why?
That's a hard
I
one.
don't mind if you spoil it by picking someone else, by the way, who I haven't.
So have a think. I'll probably have to go with Donna.
What's so good about Donna?
Well, when there's not any of that romantic stuff with
Oh.
like Rose and I like Martha.
I
Think
absolutely,
she's a rebound.
I absolutely loved Martha, man. I thought she was a legend.
Yeah, she is great, but she thinks herself as a rebound at first.
Yeah.
But when you get to Donna, she's down to earth, and the Doctor just wants to be mates with her,
Yeah.
and you'll see how good that is.
Do you prefer that type of thing then? Because isn't that what the companions are meant to be? Just like mates of his mostly.
Yeah, because if you think the Doctor's over 1,000 years old.
But he looks like about 30 or 40 most of the time.
It does, yeah, but if you think Rose is meant to be 19, and then the Doctor's over 1,000 years old.
Yeah, but he looks like a young person, so it doesn't really matter. Like he's an alien, you know.
Yeah, but then what if you have regenerate it into like somebody like Capaldi?
Oh, that'd be hilarious. So what are the odds that the Doctor transforms into some like Jabba the Hutt creature?
Well, he can kind of choose what he wants to look like.
So did Peter Capaldi choose to like become a woman then, or did that just happen on accident, or?
I don't. You don't really know.
What about Christopher Eccleston losing loads of weight and gaining 1 inch in height, becoming David Tennant? So you don't know if they've chose that then.
No, you don't know if they chose it. Because they do say it's a tricky thing, and sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get.
Because Eccleston said like, I might have 2 eyes or 2 heads. So actually, that's a fantastic point. Rose wouldn't want to be with him if he had 2 heads. With all due respect. Or I guess he could just get shot and regenerate again, couldn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, actually no, yeah. So he could just get shot and then regenerate again. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah, but then he's only got 12 regenerations.
But how's he only got 12 regenerations?
Well, that's what the limit is.
How many times has the Doctor regen? Hold on. If this is the 13th Doctor, shouldn't he be dead then?
The 11th Doctor is technically the 13th Doctor.
What? No, isn't Jodie Whittaker the 13th Doctor?
Yeah, well, Jodie Whittaker is called the 13th Doctor, but she's basically the 15th.
15th. So how's the Doctor not dead then yet?
You'll find out. I don't want to spoil it for you because there's some big things you want to...
So does something just happen to the Doctor then to make him be able to regen longer?
Maybe.
Well, the thing is, no. All I'll say is, even if he's only got 12 regens, isn't that all more the reason to like try and live it up then with some like? Couldn't he have just regen loads of times and try live the final life he had with Rose if he wanted to?
Why not see what happens with Rose in
No, I've already spoiled that for myself. A second Doctor comes, doesn't he? Like a second David Tennant, and he's like, he can die, but no, I can't die, but he can. He'll grow old with you. Then he leaves. I saw it. I spoiled it for myself.
You saw that one then, okay.
Because I just wanted to find out, because I saw it in a thumbnail, and I was like, man, that looks cool. Two David Tennants, and he's like, and she's like, what did you say to me on that final day? And then he's like, does it really need saying? And then the other Doctor Who, the other David Tennant whispers in her ear, then she kisses him. But what I found really, like, shocking is that she still tried to run after the TARDIS for a split second, even when she was kissing him.
And,
Do you remember?
I do, yeah.
Even though that other
why
Tennant,
I'm not the biggest fan of her.
You're not the biggest fan?
Well, she's got her own Doctor, but still wants the original.
It's a bit annoying, isn't it?
Mm.
But wait, so later on in the series, does she, like, say, oh, I want the old Doctor back? Or is that the last time you see her, apart from, like, Day of the Doctor?
Then she'll say it.
Oh. Well, maybe that just adds more, like, maybe that adds more, like, heartbreak to the audience. Like, you know, she loved him, even though the other David Tennant has all the memories and he'll actually grow old with her, she still wants the original David Tennant. So.
Well, people wanted a TV show afterwards.
A what show?
Those defenders of her.
Oh, do you reckon that would have been any good?
I don't know. But we got like Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures. And then Class, which we won't talk about.
What's the one you won't talk about?
Class.
What happens in Class?
Basically the worst Doctor Who spin-off.
What? Who's it about?
It's about a group of kids at a school.
What?
Which they're basically a ripping time where this monster's trying to get through.
Should I give that a watch then? Should we review it one day, or is that a bad idea? Is it really bad?
Bad idea.
Oh, okay.
We watched Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures.
Is Sarah Jane Adventures on iPlayer?
It might be.
Have you got it on DVD?
I'm thinking of getting it, yeah.
If you get it and watch it again, maybe you could lend it me once I've watched Torchwood on iPlayer. Anyway, back to the...
Yeah, well, you can watch Torchwood on iPlayer.
Yeah.
I'll see if Sarah Jane Adventures is on iPlayer while you're talking.
Yeah, but, so yeah, you said Donna's your favourite because she's, like, just mates with the Doctor. I suppose that is the idea of a companion, just to be mates with him, because it isn't really fair on them to get with the Doctor because he can live forever and they can only live so long. So,
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, if the Doctor really loves them, then he really loves them, doesn't he? So he should. I guess he could try and settle down with them, but he likes going around saving people. That's his life. They eventually want a break from this crazy life, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyway, next question then. Who's your least favourite companion and why? No, who's your least favourite Doctor? Sorry, the companion one's next.
Oh, we've had a Doctor. What's a hard one? Jodie.
What's bad about Jodie?
What's this for the Doctor?
Does she not have that charm or swagger or entertainment factor?
Yeah. It's how she's trying to a bit too hard.
Oh. Anything else that's bad about her? Were a lot of her storylines not very good?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
55 packs, yes.
Never mind. Have you got anything else you want to say about that, or should I move on to the next one?
Let's move to the companions.
Yeah. Who's your least favourite companion and why?
Bill.
Who?
Bill.
Who's Bill?
12th Doctor's companion.
What's wrong with Bill?
as well.
Who's she companion to?
The 12th Doctor.
Oh, okay.
Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. Is Capaldi actually a really good doctor then, or not?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Just wondered.
Even though a lot of people think he's not good because he's older.
Anyway, how come you want the show to go on for 100 years then? Don't you think a lot of shows should end at some point, you know, and conclude?
No, because this is a big part of British history and things like that.
I wouldn't go that far, no offence, mate.
Well, it is. You look at...
It isn't a big part of
many
history.
conventions. So I was going to say, look at the main chat for a second.
Sure.
Well, yeah, it's just a big piece of history.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at...
A new TARDIS design.
Yeah, basically, all this picture is John Barrowman in a skirt with a TARDIS thing around it, like a TARDIS material type thing.
Even a TARDIS dress, basically.
Too funny, man. Too funny. Too funny. Oh, hold on. David Tennant's in the in that time crash thing. Oh, George, it's
I know he is, yeah.
George. It's a children in need thing. Come on, that's a bit mean to say it's crap. How's it? What do you expect?
Well, it's not bad. I really enjoy it.
What was that thing you said about children's crashing in time then?
Oh no, the Timeless Child.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I won't tell you about that. You have to wait till series 12.
Oh, I thought you meant Timeless Child was a show.
The Timeless Child is part of Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Which nobody wants it to be.
because we were talking about like obviously Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood. Never mind. If so, have you got anything else you want to add about the 100 years thing about it being? Because I feel like, I don't know, man. I sort of feel like it should end at some point. It has to. Because what if it just gets really crap? Then people will just look back on it in British history and think, oh, it ended up being a load of crap and went on for too long.
If it's really bad, stop it. But like, you can always have a new Doctor to start freshen it up a bit.
Yeah, but you can only come up with so many monsters, you know.
Oh, there are endless things you can do.
So what? But there has to be certain ways to beat the monsters, and you know, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
What? If you could come up with a new...
Or we've done for 50 years now, I guess they can come up with some more.
What would you do then? What monster would you come up with?
Not one like the Exorbula.
Oh yeah, Peter Kay.
Yeah, it would have to be. Well, I'd bring an old monster back,
Okay.
like the Sea Devils.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea, because they haven't been in the new Doctor, have they?
No,
So that'll be alright.
like one thing they did is the Macra, which were in Gridlock.
Oh yeah, the big crabs.
Yeah, and he says that with the Doctor, that because of the pollution they got done. Where that basically just makes the Macra look like a bad villain. Like I would just got done from staying in pollution.
Yeah. Anyway.
I've just found a picture of the new villains attacking John Barrowman.
I've already looked at the chat, George, and it's just John Barrowman having a heart, pretending to have like been shot in the chest or something by a sonic screwdriver.
I think it's a gun.
A gun, whatever.
But yeah.
Anyway.
That's all I've got to say about it.
I mean, I'll tell you something though. If I wanted to make the perfect show, I probably would have ended it with David Tennant dying or something. Even though that would be a bit sad. Like, a show should only go on for like 4 or 5 series, really. So that would be a nice.
Well, they were going to stop it after David.
Really?
But because everyone really liked Matt, they kept it going.
Oh yeah, of course, because. So originally they were thinking, all right, then let's stop it now. Yeah. And then because Matt, they thought he'd make a good Doctor, they kept it going.
Matt was barely known.
Oh, okay. I mean, imagine if they didn't end it on Tennant, though. That would have been a really heartbreaking ending.
Yeah.
It would have been good. It would have stuck in people's memories more, but, you know. I mean, was it worth it, them continuing it? I guess it was. Loads more content, wasn't it? So, I suppose it was worth it, them continuing it. But if I wanted to make a great show, that's where I would have ended it. But each to their own, really. You can do what you want. It's a hard one, really. As Doctor Who's a different type of show, really, so I suppose the fans just really want another Doctor and want it to be brought back.
Yeah, well, there's not another show like Doctor
Who. Yeah. Right, is Torchwood anything like it?
Stuff a grown up first, basically.
Okay. Anyway, one of the final questions, or this might be the final one. If Christopher Eccleston wasn't very good, and say Series 1 was the only thing they had, and it was just a load of crap, do you think you'd still be a fan of the old Doctor Who, and like go back and watch it, or?
Probably, yeah.
Even if Eccleston was crap and that whole series just went tits up.
Well, the only reason I really know about Classic Who is because I've watched New Who. And then into looking at the old stuff.
So, if New Who, do you reckon if New Who was crap then, you would have never looked into the old Who?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't have known about it.
Or maybe you'd be obsessed with something different, who knows?
Probably.
Anyway, I think that might be the final question. I'll see if I wrote anything else down. No, I didn't write anything else down. Have you got any final points you want to bring up about being a fan of Doctor Who, like the merch, the YouTube stuff, I don't know, the cool stuff around it?
What the merchandise is great. Like, I can look from here, and I've got 9 TARDISes.
Bloody hell.
All from the 5.5 figure range.
Yeah.
I've got 2 TARDIS interiors. I've got a Junkyard TARDIS. I've got a load of Eagle Moss figures, which are basically got a lot of models. I've got loads of stuff from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I like the amount they do. Like, they've just released, like I was saying on the last podcast, they've just released the 6 new sets coming out next month, and I want to get some of them as well.
Okay.
But it's endless merchandise I've got. And they used to have a Doctor experience in Cardiff as well, which was great. And you can see all the costumes from the show. Yeah.
Fair dues. Well, I think we can wrap up there nicely. Yeah, there was one thing I wanted to mention at the end though. George told me to mention it yesterday. Said yesterday to mention it on this podcast. We are going to be reviewing every single Doctor Who series, but at the moment it'll only be series 1, 2, and 3 over the next few weeks because I haven't we'll review them once I've watched the series, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I've watched it each and every one, but then it's your first time watching them, isn't it, properly?
Yeah, like when I was a kid, one of my cousins used to put it on my nan and granddad's telly, and my cousin, my other cousin, and my nan and granddad would watch it. But I wasn't paying much attention. I just thought it was a bit weird and out there, to be honest, and I wasn't really that bothered. This was like when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And obviously people like you in primary school and a few others were really obsessed with it. And I sort of understood it, but I didn't really fully get why everyone loved it so much.
And now you do.
Yeah, now, obviously, years and years and years and years later, I decided to watch it. Did I start watching it, like... When did we start doing that segment? Whenever we started doing that segment, that was when I started watching it.
A couple of months back now,
I think it's even further back than that, to be fair. I think it will probably be around October time. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
Probably around October. So, October 2019 was when I started. I mean, I'm a bit late catching up on Doctor Who, but hey-ho. Better late than never, boy. You know.
Yeah, well, you've got another 9 series to watch.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've become quite a massive fan. I'm not as obsessed as George, but I do like some of the lore, and I really like Tennant's arc, though, about how he's the lonely doctor, you know. I like Eccleston's, to be fair, trying to make Rose's life more exciting and getting out there. That's just how I interpret Eccleston's. I'm sure a lot of people would interpret it differently. But yeah,
well, you're coming up to the best series now.
Series 4, yeah. I mean, some people have told me that Series 3 is the best, and 1's like perfection. Some people have said 1's one of the best. Some people have said 4's the best. You know.
4's the best, I think. 1 is not far behind, and 3 is not far behind.
How would you rank all the other series then?
4, 7, 1, 9, 3, 2, 10.
Okay.
8, 12, and then 11.
Fair enough. Anyway, so you'll have that review to look forward to. So on George's channel, DW Boy 14. So
Yeah.
see you next time. Anyway.
And when will that be up, do you think, for everyone? Just to give them
maybe this week or next week. Then we'll do series 2 next week and upload it the week. I don't know. We'll see.
That's a good idea then. So
Right,
just
then.
keep a lookout out for that then.
Well, we'll see you in the next one anyway. See ya. Thanks for watching.
See you later.